Oh, this is going to be a good one. The podcast Rookie of the Year. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce is on with none other than Sarah Fontenot, this young lady who we've all seen her antics throughout the years. Newly engaged. She wants to keep that on the down low. She only released that for Instagram, so y'all will shut up talking about her. So y'all stop saying, why is this unmarried woman talking? And the lovely used to be too weighty, not she a lady. She was always thin all throughout her whole life with a big butt. That's what she likes to say. This is gonna be interesting. But Paul Pierce drops bombs on Sarah Fontenot. Says she's cooked too, not just Azar.
It's a shit worse, honey. I would never have a baby to try to save something.
Never.
Okay?
I will be barren before that happens, okay?
For real. No,
my
seriously.
eggs are already dust because I'm cooked, Paul.
Damn, no.
I'm cooked.
Nah, you good.
Am I?
Yeah, you straight.
Am I?
I mean, you cook, but you good. You good. It's good.
According to Paul Pierce, I am cooked.
This is like Thanksgiving right here.
Oh, it's a lot of meal. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I will say though? I don't feel like I'm cooked. Although I really want to know, what does it mean to be cooked?
All right. So,
Like you done with, you washed up, you burnt out. Because that's what I hear.
That's
when
what
you
I
say
hear
cooked.
too.
okay, so like my definition of cook is different, but in the streets, the definition of cooked is like you out the game.
Then
You out the game. You on the bench.
like you washed up.
It's almost time to retire.
We're tired of what?
Right.
Marriage?
When they said I was cooked in basketball, it was time
It was
for me to hang it up. It was time for me to I was on the Clippers. I was cooked. I wasn't getting no minutes.
Damn.
I wasn't getting no minutes.
Damn.
I was just on the sideline coaching it up. You know,
funny.
teaching the next generation. So, you know,
I am not cooked.
You're not. I don't think that she's cooked at all. We're beautiful.
Tom, you got to start teaching the next generation so they don't make the same mistakes.
Thanks for its giving.
Whoa. That's one thing they don't want to do, you know? They don't want to teach these young ladies how to avoid the mistakes that they made because according to them, everything they've done is perfect and they've got all the options in the world and everybody in their DM wants to marry them. Yeah.
I have a podcast. I can teach y'all to do what I didn't do. Damn, cooked is crazy. I think I'm marinated.
I like that.
I'm seasoned. You know?
Seasoned.
And everyone says I'm cooked. All my DMs and everything I have is like, Paul thinks you're cooked, but it's okay. I want you. I'm like, listen.
Look, if you let the friend zone down, I bet Paul would take you too.
Ooh, wait, what? Okay. They were talking about the friend zone earlier in the interview, and I think they were alluding to the fact that Paul and Azar are friends, but they also work together and they also have this podcast. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. That the energies have crossed paths at some point. I'm just assuming. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Look, if you let the friend zone down, I bet Paul would take you too.
Man.
Listen, the friend zone. But
you hear that silence? There might be something there, and I think she'd definitely be receptive. They probably put that behind them so they could focus. They have a business together, and they're trying to make this podcast go.
Marinating, I feel you.
I'm marinating.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like, because you're a beautiful woman, I adore you. You have such a positive, amazing energy. I don't know if they can feel it through the screen, but in person, you're like such an amazing person. I've done podcasts with a lot of women, and I love doing a podcast with you because you're considerate. You're so eloquent. Like, I adore you. And I think.
Oh my gosh. The two of them together is, they're just so, they're going to be stroking each other's ego the whole show, I bet.
Nice thing, by the way.
Thank you. I do feel like you're not cooked. But let me ask you this question. When you were in your 20s versus now in your 30s, what is the difference? Because for me, in my 20s, I wasn't given. It's giving. I was given. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
She says that because the podcast is called It's Giving. If you look at it, it's on the microphone. Yeah, it's on the microphone. It's Giving podcast. Oh boy, these are like dad jokes.
How I look and present myself and everything. Like you're still learning that.
Yes.
You're not putting on the oils and you're not smelling good how you're smelling.
Yes.
You're not like, you don't have that. You
Yeah.
know? What do you feel?
I think that why do I feel like it's better to have me now than then, essentially?
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
So I think because when I was 20 something, I was definitely insecure in my body. It was definitely, lights off. It was definitely pulling my shirt out when I sit down.
Lights
It was
off.
definitely, a lot of physical insecurity.
Mhm.
But more than that, when I was in my 20s, it was about me. Like I was ride or die with my person, but I didn't know how to seek the need of my man before he expressed it.
Ooh.
I didn't know how to understand when he's having a bad day. I didn't understand how to even though I tried, I did my best. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think I've always been a down girlfriend. Like I've always held my man down. I was cooking
Same.
for him.
Yeah.
I was doing all the things, but
Sure.
even my food is better now.
Same.
You know what I mean? My recipes, I've perfected my recipes. Even like the conversations are different where now it's like when you are in tune with somebody, it's like a look could be like, oh babe, it's time to go. Or like, oh babe, this ain't it. I didn't have the intuition at 20 that I have now. I wasn't able to say, you know what, baby, that might not be a good deal because I didn't know any better. I was wide-eyed and just excited and bushy-tailed and like, oh my God, everything is awesome. Now I know everything is not awesome. And there are people that are out here trying to seek, kill, and destroy your happiness. And also, I didn't have the relationship with God that I have now. So the level of praying that I do now, the level of favor that I have now because of the integrity that I believe I believe we get A-level blessings according to our A-level integrity with God. And I feel like I'm in integrity and I've been in integrity this whole time.
Love that.
Now my favor is overfloweth onto my man, and
It's a long way of saying I'm awesome and God thinks I'm awesome. But a lot of what you've said in these past few weeks, because I realize some people actually like Sarah and she said some things that they agree with, but like when a chameleon changes its color, you have to be aware of what they're saying. And so she got the Rookie of the Year, Paul Pierce, to her left, and she's trying to be careful to be more understanding, more less abrasive, you know what I mean? But at the same time, she's always bringing up her relationship with God. And shout out to you, it's great to have a relationship with God. But I do think a lot of your principles that you talk about finances and about like what you value as a woman and your selection criteria, I think you should really reevaluate that stuff and match it up against the Bible, because I would say a lot of that would not jibe. It's like a Christianity of convenience a lot of time for
the biggest thing that I think I have now versus my 20s is my relationships. The fact that I can put my man on, even if he's already on, I got something for everything.
So why can't you just take any dude off the street? Why can't you just find happiness and love? Put that man on, like you're saying. But no, you want a ready-made package. You want somebody that's at the end of the road. You want somebody that's already got it together. And I wonder who this dude is that she picked. Is he everything that's on her list? The guy that she's now engaged to.
The fact that I can put my man on, even if he's already on, I got something for everything.
Exactly.
What do you need?
You need a doctor's appointment. I got the best doctor.
What do you need? You need a celebrity. You need a back rub. You need a acupuncturist.
Yeah. Same.
Whatever you need. And if I
got it.
don't know, I know how to figure it out. I know where to go to get the information. So I feel like, I was cool in my 20s. I'm cool. I'm a decent looking chick. Okay, cool. But
You're beautiful.
thank you. It's an us thing. What I bring to the table, you can't even see. And then on top of that, I've harnessed my light. Back in the day, it just used to shine everywhere. I didn't know. And then you don't know what happens. If you in a dark place shining a flashlight and there's vampires around, you first want to get picked off.
She was shining her light everywhere. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna let her keep cooking.
Now I know how to harness my light. I know how to play second. You know what I mean?
That's
Especially as a woman, a lot of women don't know how to play second place. You know, if we go out, you are stunning. You are amazing. I will gladfully and gratefully place second place. If they want an Azar, ooh, I love that. I'm going to talk my girl up.
You so fine, Azar, I'll be even second place to you. I ain't even got to be the finest in the room. Yo, these people talk with such ego. These people talk with such ego. And we're supposed to believe they're the most humble.
Like crazy.
Same.
There's zero competition because I know who I am and I love who I am. So there's a lot different for me now. And then I really also know my body.
That's the one.
This is the sexiest, the finest I have ever felt in my life. I mean, no makeup. This is lights, camera, action. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But when I'm barefaced, my skin is glowing. I had acne when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
My skin is glowing. My body is fit. I am strong, and I know how to work me. You know.
I don't think I've ever seen this chick without makeup on, without like a lot of stage makeup. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. This might be this love session is a little bit of cap. But you see Paul's strategy. Paul's sitting there and let them punch themselves out like he did with Cheyenne. he let Cheyenne run her mouth as long as she wanted to, and then all you need is a 1-2, and you got her down on the canvas.
So I think there's a lot of differences. I don't know. That was a lot.
That was amazing.
That was a lot to
That
take
was a
in.
lot.
It was good. And I'll tell you what I took from it. So, you know, I sat here and listened to both of y'all say, what's the difference between you in your 20s and 30s?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys used words or sentences like I'm more in tune with my body, or I've learned to, what you say about your light? Harness your light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, of course you're more in tune with your body, you know, because in your 20s when you was throwing it around to all these other men, you didn't know nothing, y'all was being thotty. So now you get into your 30s.
Never been a thotty in my life.
Now that y'all in your 30s and your light ain't shining everywhere,
Right.
now you keeping it in one place because it was everywhere in your 20s. And now y'all at the point of desperation. That's why y'all know how to do all these damn things.
Leave it to Paul. We cooked.
Now that y'all done
You know what
learned,
though, Paul? I ain't never been a thought a day in my life. Never. I ain't never been a whole day in my life, like as in like promiscuously. I ain't never done that.
Let me say this.
But that's funny too, because have you been very social? I mean, do we stop thoughting at the act of sex? Like if you've entertained a bunch of guys and went on a bunch of dates with guys, like I would say that is almost the same, in the same realm of being a thought, because you're sharing your attention, you're sharing your intentions with many, many people. So it's almost as bad as if you were out there just busting it down for real. I would say like there is a level of social promiscuity that needs to be examined. Did I just come up with that term? Social promiscuity. A woman that has many, many men, not necessarily sexual partners, but many men. Many, 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 many men.
If I was a man, and I know that I'm not, right? And I had you, and I had a 23-year-old, right? Cute, whatever.
Yeah.
I would go with you, but I would go with the 23-year-old if I wanted to manipulate her, if I wanted someone naive, if I wanted someone easy, if I wanted someone no opinion, if I wanted someone that I could just be like, girl, boom, if I wanted someone I could play with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play.
Stop capping. What are you talking about? Stop the cap. So you're a man and you're going to pick a vintage model over something fresh off the showroom floor. Really? Azar, I know you do. I know you know business better than that. And you know why what you just said is cap.
Year-old, right? Cute, whatever.
Yeah.
I would go with you. If I was a man, and I know that I'm not, right? And I had you, and I had a 23-year-old, right? Cute, whatever.
Yeah.
I would go with you, but I would go with the 23-year-old if I wanted to manipulate her, if I wanted someone naive, if I wanted someone easy, if I wanted someone no opinion, if I wanted someone that I could just be like, girl, boom, if I wanted someone I could play with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play with you.
Right.
Right? Because I know you know yourself.
Time is running out. That's why they not want to be played with. They don't got time to get played with no more. That's the truth. Y'all ain't got time to play no more.
I don't agree with that. And I think that for me personally, like it's hard for me to even be single.
Yeah.
Because like I have people who want to be in relationships, not just have sex with me, not just any of those things. I feel like I'm a woman of value.
Yeah.
And I feel like men understand that about me, and it's not coming from a place. I don't operate.
They collect these guys that they think are potential relationships. I have people that want to be in relationships with me, but from day to day, you don't know their situation and whether or not they still want to be in a relationship with you, because you're just going on what they said. And dudes will tell you just about anything to get the box, right? Right? So, Azar, y'all got to stop counting these dudes that are attracted to you as some sort of reason that you're more of value. You got to stop counting these potential dudes in your DMs or who, you've had interactions with in the past, and they say, "Oh, I will have a relationship with you," as some sort of like status symbol. You know what I mean? Because it's a lie all the time. They be lying. They be lying to get you in bed, like for real. No. I know they would have serious relationships with me, but I be turning them down. Go to them when you're in your 50s and see what happens. Go to them in your mid 40s. Like we haven't even gotten there yet. She is. I'm just afraid she doesn't understand that yet.
Those things. I feel like I'm a woman of value.
Yeah.
And I feel like men understand that about me, and it's not coming from a place. I don't operate from a place of desperation. And a lot of people give advice from a place of desperation.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm not desperate.
No.
I never have been desperate, and I never will be desperate.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I know who I am as a woman, and I understand my value.
Yeah.
And a man wanting me is not going to change that. Period,
Bruh.
point blank. So you can make it seem like my worth is determined by a man, but it's not.
Right.
Okay.
And I hope that young women don't believe that.
Yeah.
Because you are who you are regardless of who wants you. And the moment that you give people that power is the moment that you're going to feel real bad about yourself.
Men set the value of the marketplace. We've said that. Shout out to KS.
Because when they take it away, you're going to cry and you're going to want to die.
Mhm.
Never give people that much power over you. He who controls you, he who makes you mad, he who angers you controls you. Don't ever let anybody do that. So Paul saying I'm cooked and saying we cook, baby, you can have that. That's
Right.
cool. It's
Right.
okay.
I'm
You
not-
ain't about to piss me off.
Right.
Because I'm cooked, but trust me, a lot of people want to have a
The
place.
dish, okay?
Get
The
into
dish.
that. They
But
want to
that's-
eat it, keep it, digest it,
Period. And
be
do it
around
again.
Shit it out.
Exactly.
And shit it out. Yo, oh man, poor Zara. She's so cute. That's funny. That's hilarious. But come on, they want to eat it. They want to digest it. They want to get a buffet of it. They want to put it in the digestive system, let it go down there, and they want to shit it out. Hilarious.
That's why I'm saying I really do feel like we marinated. Like I don't feel
All right,
cooked.
all right.
But I do think that now the caveat to that is I think we are exceptions to the rule.
Marinated.
I do.
And the reason why I say that is because we work on more than just our bodies, because we are women with actual virtues. And in 2025, that's hard to find. That seems like an exception to the rule.
Okay, so
I
let
do
me
agree.
ask y'all a question.
Dime a dozen. What is she talking about? A dime a dozen. Has she not seen Instagram? Every woman on there is doing work on herself and physically getting in shape and doing BBLs or whatever the hell they need to do, getting hair extensions. Is she crazy? That's the problem here. We've set up a unnatural situation in today's dating market, this dating landscape. For some reason, the women are deluded. Like, I don't remember this during the 90s or the 2000s even, like the early 2000s. Like, it seemed like there was still a hierarchy. Now every woman is the baddest bitch out here until they run into the real one. Until they walk in the room and they see that real one, that 9-10 range. And then they know what's up.
I think we are exceptions to the rule.
I do.
And the reason why
We
I say
are.
that is because we work on more than just our bodies, because we are women with actual virtues. And in 2025, that's hard to find. That seems
Allegedly.
like an exception to the rule.
Okay, so
I
let
do
me
agree.
ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Since
we-
y'all not cooked,
Okay. Uh-oh.
are y'all red flags?
I'm not.
No.
I mean,
What's a red flag? Why would I be a red flag? Because I'm cooked?
no. I mean, I'm saying you got kids.
No.
You been married.
No.
You in your 30s.
Yes.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Because we all know, we looking at y'all. I mean, I'm looking like, damn. Like if I meet y'all and I'm like, damn, y'all fine. Y'all, no problem getting a man and all that, pretty smile, elegant, speak, all that. Y'all, I mean, based on what y'all saying, top tier.
Thank you.
So,
but
what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Okay, I love this
What's
question.
the problem?
Should I go or you?
You go.
So this is the thing. I feel like when you are a woman of substance, you do have a lot of options, but your pool is very small. There are a lot of people that will be interested in you that are not in alignment with you. And so if you start looking at filters of men, right? Men that know themselves, men that know God, men that feel good in their bank account, men that are kind, men that are attentive, men that are good to their families, men that are kind to their mothers, men that all of these different things, whatever the filters are, you have a very small pool. So then after you filtered all the way down, you got to think about the people that you're actually in alignment with. Which one of those people are heterosexual? Which one of those people actually want the same thing that you want in life? And so I don't think that it's a measure of, because I've had, like, I'm going to talk about my past, not right now. I've had incredible dating experiences in the past, right? I've dated some incredible men, really and truly, but they weren't my man because what they wanted from their life wasn't what I wanted. And that's okay.
I want to say this.
Before you go.
Okay.
All right. I heard all the things you said, but like that list of things you want from a man, that's not got to start getting shorter. Because you got to open your pool up a little more.
Nah, I'd rather be single. I would rather be single because I'm happy. You got to be better.
And that's the problem. That is the problem. When you wonder what you ain't got, what your grandmother had, what your grandfather, your grandmother was not selecting on those criteria. I'm a 100% guarantee that. And they might not have had a perfect relationship, but you're always pining over the fact that they were together for so long, for 50-some, 60-some years, right? All of your criteria now have nothing to do with what they selected on. Nothing to do with it. When you say you feel good in your money, that's so cute. Does he feel good in his money? I feel good in my money. Feel good in your money does not have a dollar amount, man. But but she would rather be single, and that's the problem. We've got a whole bunch of the mid-range, the mid to top mid-range women that are not settling, and it's causing some instability in the dating market right now. It's causing a problem. You know, we're facing something like China or Japan is facing right now. Maybe not so much in the reproductive space, maybe for certain communities, obviously. But I think what's stopping a lot of successful relationships is this mentality right here. This mentality right here is stopping women. They're always looking for a better deal. They're always shopping for something else. And then you get to your late 30s, like I believe Sarah's about 37, right? And Azar's a little younger than that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. You get there, and then you want to be like, take me, I'm yours. What Eddie Murphy say? Take me, I'm yours. And dude be like, F you. What's wrong? I know how to cook now. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I got money. I got this. I got that. And he like, I wanted you at 26. I wanted you at 27, not 37. I wanted you at 27. You know what? I'll work with you. Now, I say one thing they got going for them is they don't have any kids. But, man, the window is that big. Now you got to go. It's go time, baby. If you want to have kids, you better get them. Or else, biological clock is ticking. And this is why when they want to say the same thing, they want to say that men and women are alike, and I want to do the same thing men are doing. We're working on two different clocks. We're in two different timelines, right?
You got to open your pool up a little more.
Nah, I'd rather be single. I would rather be single because I'm happy. You got to be better than my solitude, Paul.
Okay.
And that's the thing. A lot of women take men because men try to weaponize singleness, and they make you think that you're not valuable anymore because you don't have kids. You've never been married and you're in your 30s. But the truth is, I say no. Well, in the past, I was saying no all the time, right? All the time. I say no way more than I ever say yes. But the question is, are the yeses in alignment?
I love that you said they weaponize being single. Because a lot of men will be like, well, you have to. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
I can be by myself, and you don't understand how good that feels.
And they have a name for that. We've talked about it in previous videos. In history, those women were known as old maids. They were outcast to society. They were not the main character. You're still trying to remain the main character. Yes, you can make decisions to be by yourself, to not let yourself be defined by a man, to not want to pursue family and kids and all that. But then you got to stop taking up so much air in the room. You got to go over there and relax. You can't be out here like Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm 50. Look at me. I only got 2 pairs of drawers and I'm in France. Sit your ass down. I mean, that's her job, but I mean, is it? I don't know, man. I just think you shouldn't be advertising this as this poppin' lifestyle, and then you're leading so many women down a path of loneliness. That's the saddest part about this.
Like, you should know because you've talked about it. It feels amazing. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. It only a man who can make me be like, damn. Like, there's very few men in my life that I've been like, I'd rather be with you than be by myself.
Oh, say that.
Like, there's very few men. And if I feel that way, then damn, he got me. Like, that's just it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel that way, I have no business entertaining you.
Yep.
And I will say, based on what you said, ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
And that's the truth. When I was younger and I didn't care about the things I cared about, I didn't care about my solitude, and I didn't really care about this man's values and this. I cared about, was he handsome? Did he have this few little things? Could we have fun? That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the qualifications a man needed. And he was over
And
here
now,
and I was like, yeah, we're vibing. I had relationships, long-fledged relationships with men because it was like, okay, they're handsome. They're providing for me. They're cool. We have somewhat of a vibe.
Yeah.
The sex is cool. So
so
whatever, I'll
long-winded.
be here because guess what? Everyone's saying that if you're single, you're not worth nothing. You have to get married. You have to do these things. But you know, like I know, being single can feel wonderful if you love yourself and you like to be alone.
Okay.
So at the same time, men have to stop saying that to women because women, just like a lot of men will say they rather be alone. But if a woman says it, it's like, oh, because no one wants you, because you're this, because you're that. That's not true. Because a lot of men want us, but do we want y'all?
Yeah.
Do we want to feel like I want to not be alone? Because when I'm alone, I take myself here. I can go to the spa. I can go eat by myself at the bar. I can come home. I could chop it with my homegirls all day on the phone. I cannot care about having to get my vagina waxed every other week. I could be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I'm with a man, he gotta be worth it.
Yeah.
You gotta be worth it.
And
That's
that's the
why I
part.
said, if you ever see me with a man, baby, he is so worth it because I will never, ever, ever give up my solitude for a man that is not. I promise you that. Not at this age, in this stage.
Okay, so like y'all as women, y'all are natural, just like loving, nurturing. Y'all are just naturally, that's just in y'all to just kind of like, grab onto a man just naturally. Whereas a man, we not naturally as like touchy-feely and whole. And when we say we like being single, it's because we love peace.
Yeah.
Like a man will
But
say,
so do
I
we.
like,
But
I
so
like-
do we.
Yeah, you like the peace, but at the same time, y'all could be laying in y'all bed and just be, it's cold.
Nah,
You know what I'm
not
saying?
really.
Like it's cold in here.
You
like,
think that,
dang.
but that's not true.
Yeah.
Women like peace too because
And unfortunately, that all leads to selfishness. Once again, one of the topics, I guess, is going to be an ongoing thing on this channel. Like what she just described there is selfishness, right? So I hope she's just aware of that fact. But anyway, it was a good interview. Go check out the rest of the interview on the It's Giving podcast with Sarah Fontenot. Paul Pierce, once again, Rookie of the Year. Anyways, man, what do y'all think about it in the comments, man? Do they have a point, or are they just like delusional? Like still, like even this, like it's interesting to see this realm of, I think we need to re-implement some rules that we had from the 90s about like how we value things. And a lot of dudes, y'all got to stop simping. You got to stop simping. We got to stop sweating these women because the egos are out of control. These chicks is acting like they Michael Jordan out here. Like they the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But this mentality, this individualistic mentality is not serving us. Do you have any other commitment to the community or the world as a whole? Do you? Is there any duty? Or is it all about self-indulgence and me? Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fontenot Media.